Okay, so
Mine,
uh,
mine is off
I
air.
don't know if anyone can see us on YouTube right now or not. I hope so because we were having some major technical difficulties there. We couldn't see each other and we weren't showing up to each other. Um, but this is our live call with my amazing guest, Stephanie Romano, and hopefully, if she can join our sister, Amelia. If not, even if she joins or whether she can or not, she's going to post some amazing information on clean eating in the event page. So be sure to check that out. But Stephanie, that's what I love about what I do. Um, if there's something you're not sure on how to do it, or you're feeling like you are discouraged in your journey with what we do, there's so many people that we can talk to get advice from. And she was one of the first people that, like, I really thought, I want to connect with her because I had like 100 pounds to lose, and you go through that phase where you just don't feel like that's going to happen for you because it's such a big goal, but you have to break it down into smaller goals. But sometimes you still just see that big looming goal over your head. And then I saw Stephanie's story, and I was just like, wow, it gave me hope. So then I started, and now everybody comes in the house. They were all outside, and now they're all coming in. And we can still see you guys going down the hallway. Anyway, sorry. Um, I'm probably really loud. But anyways, Stephanie was very inspiring to me because not just did she reach the goal that she set out to reach, well, one of the goals that she set out to reach, she accomplished this huge milestone, but she is so, her story, she's so willing to share it, and she's so friendly, and she's so sweet. And I had to ask her to join this call because I started thinking about ways to help my challengers, and I thought, what better way to do it than talk to somebody who can really encourage and inspire them, and I couldn't think of anybody better than Stephanie to do that. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to mute myself and let you do the talking now. I can't wait to hear your story.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh, I can hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to mute now.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Stephanie. Thanks for having me on the call today. I'm going to start off with my story, kind of tell you about my life, how I made the decision to join Beachbody, first as a challenger and then as a coach. I've always battled with my weight. I never was physically fit. I've tried everything, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Atkins, South Beach, anything you can think of, I did. And at the age of 17, 18, I finally got myself a trainer, kind of worked out 3 to 4 times a week, and I was happy. I was in decent shape. When I was 15, turning 16, I met a guy I was blessed to spend 11 years with. When I was 18 years old, me and my friend kind of loaded up my car, and I moved to Texas for him. He had moved there where I was still in high school, and I lived in Texas about 9 years. And in my eyes, my life was perfect. I was in love. I made an entire new family, friends, everything. In July 2012, my life kind of felt like it was over. The man I loved, the man I would have died for, was looking at me saying, I don't love you anymore. I sat there and questioned, how do you just fall out of love with somebody after 11 years? We have been through some amazing ups and some horrible downs, which is even more of a reason why I left him. I didn't understand how he could make my entire world just crumble. He stayed in the house. I moved in with his cousin, and it was literally heart-wrenching, and I can feel my life just getting torn from left to right and left to right. And I immediately booked my flight to Florida just to clear my head. I stayed for 5 days, and when I landed back in Texas, he picked me up. We stayed the night together, and on the way back to work the next morning, I received a text from him saying that I've been seeing so-and-so. This so-and-so person was my best friend of 9 years. Her kids called me aunt, him uncle. And I totally was confiding in her with every step of my heartache with him. So I just felt blindsided by both of them. I never thought either one would do something like that. So needless to say, I was depressed, I was sad, I was lost, I was confused, I was frustrated, heartbroken. I mean, the list could go on and on and on. And with every emotion, a pound was being gained. I was just packing on the weight. So during the separation of going through 11 years worth of stuff, our relationship wasn't ending civil. It was the stress of change was just causing me to go downhill just fast with my health, with my weight. Just it was hard. So my friends and family were telling me to go back home to Florida and start working on me. I considered it for months. I went back and forth, but my heart was stuck in Texas. But I knew that staying there wouldn't be, I don't even know who I would be if I was still there 3 years ago. I would replay a conversation in my head that my ex and I had during the split, and this one stuck out through my whole journey. Him looking me in my eyes with tears rolling down his face, saying, "I never wanted this. I never have seen my life without you, but I just don't love you anymore." And when I heard that, I questioned it. How do you just stop loving somebody? The question never went away, but I told him at the end of our conversation, "You're lost and the next one's gained, and I'll be hotter than the bitch you end up with." Pardon my French, but that is 4 months later, I made the decision that I was coming home. It was scary. I was the heaviest weight I had ever been, close to 300 pounds. I was moving to South Florida, which society down here is not the easiest. I was depressed. I had 101 insecurities, and pretty much was leaving my life I have known for so long behind to start a new one. When I got here with my family, it was scary. I almost didn't know them. It was like foreign. Like I had to get to know each and every one of them again. I found myself isolating. I was in my room a lot. I wasn't really talking to anyone. And now my coach, her name is Danielle, she reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join her free challenge group. She didn't message me just once. It went on for months until my no turned into a yes. I joined her free challenge group and fell in love with the program and the accountability that it offered. So I committed to Shakeology and signed up as a coach. And when I signed up as a coach, it was strictly for the discount. I didn't want to coach. I was worried who would want me to coach them. I'm almost 300 pounds. Who would take advice from me? You know what I mean? I look like, I don't even know. I felt like I looked like nobody would trust what I was saying about anything. So my coach taught me about Beachbody and what it's about, and that you don't have to be in the best physical shape to be a coach. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when making the commitment to myself to change my life. So with me starting to believe in myself, I started sharing my story, letting people know how Beachbody has changed my life in so many ways, which I will share with you guys here shortly. But in February 2014, Beachbody released a program we probably are all very familiar with, which is 21 Day Fix. I purchased it the day it came out and committed 100% to me, my why, and to everyone else who was supporting me through this journey. My first round of 21 Day Fix with Shakeology blew my mind with how amazing I felt, how easy the nutritional plan was, how amazing the results were coming. I did 21 Day Fix for 10 months, round after round, until I hit my first huge goal of losing 100 pounds. During the process, it wasn't easy, but I told myself that from day one, that I knew it wouldn't be easy, but it would be worth it at the end. Over the course of my journey, it has not just been a physical change for me, but within myself. Going back to the conversation with my ex, that question no longer haunts me in the same way it did 3 years ago. Him telling me he was no longer in love with me didn't leave me questioning why or why not anymore. It actually solidified that you can't expect someone to love you if you don't love yourself. And that was exactly my case 3 years ago. I was head over heels in love with the man that I put him, his family, and our friends myself. I put every ounce of love in them and not myself. I lost sight of who I was, and I forgot what it was like to believe in myself. A situation I never thought I would ever go through in life. It's something I now look back on and see how it saved my life, my health, my belief in myself, and the confidence in myself. You don't realize how many insecurities or self-doubt you have within until you have them slapped right in your face and heart, and at that very moment, you have a choice. Let them defeat you or use them to make you as a stronger person. I chose to let them motivate me. I chose to let them drive me through my journey because the day I left Texas, I had so many waiting to see me fail, waiting to see my life crash right before their eyes. So when I thought of giving up, I used and abused each hurtful and heartbreaking conversation, event, text, picture, whatever it may have been to drive me, to push me through hard times. I knew how bad.
Oh. Is that her, Stephanie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if we're on.
Oh no. Did we lose Stephanie? I think I'm going to have to message Stephanie. Hold on just a second. I think we lost her, but that story, it really gets to me every time.
Me?
Yeah, she is.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? There,
Do you
she's
hear me?
back. Yeah,
Do you
I didn't know
hear
what
me?
happened.
I don't know what happened.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I was like, what did I do?
So I chose to let it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I chose to let it motivate me. I chose to let it drive me through my journey because, like I said, the day I left Texas, I had every one of them wanting to see me fail. So when I thought of giving up, I used and abused each hurtful and heartbreaking conversation, event, text, picture, whatever it may have been to drive me, to push me through the hard times. I knew how bad I wanted this, but more than anything, I knew how bad I needed it. I always said when I started my journey, I was going to be selfish with it, and that's exactly what I was. I told all my friends and all my family my journey was fixing to start, and they can support me along the way or not, but I was doing it either way. Whether you have 5 pounds to lose, 100 pounds to lose, or somewhere in between, you have to find your why. You have to dig deep and find something or someone and do it for you and your why. You all deserve to love yourself, to be happy in your own skin, to be able to believe in yourself and in all aspects of life. We all deserve to be in control of our own happiness, and Beachbody has helped me do that. It took me 2.5 years after this split to finally say I'm happy and be okay with it. And I know that as long as I continue my journey, for me, I'll continue to keep getting happier. So I kind of wrote that just because I tend to get lost with sharing my story because it is emotional and it is hard to talk about, but it truly is what pushed me each and every day to press play and to make the decisions to make my life better. And I'm sorry, but it really is, sometimes you feel like a situation in life happens and it's the worst thing ever. And even though it took me 2.5 years, 3 years to figure it out, it's probably the best thing that ever happened to me. I love the life I had with him. I love the memories I had with him and his family, and I'm still close with some of them, but I'm happier loving myself. I'm happier finding the person I lost so long ago. So with that being said, that kind of briefs my story up a little, and I know some of you guys have asked questions in the Facebook thread, so I'm kind of going to go through some of the questions that you guys asked and just answer it. So one question was, what program did I use? When I first started, the first challenge group I ever got into, it was you could use any program, and I had already had Insanity. So I did Insanity, and it was insane. So quickly I switched to T25, and then soon as the 21-day fix came out, that was my go-to program. I, till this day, still use it. The next thing I was asked was, how do I feel about counting calories? I don't count calories. I strictly live by my color-coded Tupperware. I don't even know what calories go in those Tupperwares. I just know it fits, and I get to eat it. So that's my personal choice. I don't want to have to count. I want to check my little box off and be done with it. It's easy, it's simple, and it's really what has gotten me this far. Do I think it's okay to have a regular day? I'm taking a regular day for me is clean eating, so that's my norm. Do I deprive myself? Absolutely not. The first 10 months, I stuck strong to my diet. I wasn't going out and having happy hour with girls. I wasn't having pizza night or anything like that. I was strict. Once I hit my big goal of 100 pounds, of course I celebrated. I had my birthday, I had holidays, I had vacations, and I maintained. But I did start drinking. I did start having pizza night, but it was like I was celebrating. But as soon as I was ready to get back on track, it was 10 times harder. Your body starts craving those nasty foods you just put in your body. It's harder to get up in the morning and press play. It's almost like torturing yourself. So my golden rule is if you're going to cheat, make it a meal. If it happens to turn into a day, you better get up, press play, and eat clean the next day because you're going to regret it the next. How often do I treat myself with a cheat meal? And do I find that it helps me stay on track? Absolutely. I've talked to Angela about this numerous times. It's a journey. And think about it. I'm almost 2 years into my journey. And if I deprive myself of chocolate or cake or anything so yummy, I would probably have binged and never pressed play again and never kept eating clean again. So if you want something, eat it. Take a bite. Fulfill the want that you have inside for that treat. Just don't make it a habit. So that's something I live by. I've said it to Angela numerous times. And don't get me wrong, Labor Day weekend, I had a few cocktails. But you know what? I paid for it. And I'm back on track. I'm pressing play. I'm eating clean, and that's the biggest thing is making sure if you cheat, you're gonna have to work double hard to work that cheat meal off. What helps motivate me and keep me driven? In all honesty, when I started this journey, I honestly thought it was impossible. I never thought that in 10 months I would have lost 100 pounds. And I would have never thought that I would have dropped 94 inches around my entire body. I wouldn't have gone from a size 28 that barely fit my stomach to almost a single-digit number. I never believed it was possible. So I set small goals for myself because thinking of, I have 150 pounds to lose, that's discouraging. That's hard. So what I did was I would set a 20-pound goal. I reached it. Yay. Set a 50-pound goal. I would set small goals because then you feel like you're achieving something. And I also took lots of pictures. People would think I was crazy, but every day I was taking pictures, front, back, left, right. I was taking my measurements every 21 days because sometimes we rely so much on the scale to show us our victories that it is discouraging. There was weeks I would get on the scale and my number would have gone up. But if I took my picture from 2 weeks ago and my picture from today, you would see a huge difference. You could take a tape measure around your waist and see 4 inches gone, but the scale will never show you that. So I guess what keeps me motivated is the small goals and seeing the changes. I have a pair of pants that barely fit me when I started. And sometimes I'll put them on, I can fit in one leg. It's just, it's insane. So I try to see, I do a lot of Transformation Tuesday pictures. I like to see my change face to face, not just rely on that scale. Do I find that workouts help me more? Or if eating right is my main, do I feel it's important to eat right or work out or the combination of both? Eating is number one. You can never outwork a bad diet. So I'm going to go eat 2 pieces of pizza and go do a double workout. No, that doesn't work. So I feel like for me, it's a combination. You have to eat clean and you have to work out. Your calories in, your calories out. So I definitely think, even with me having so much weight to lose, had I just changed my diet, yes, I would have lost weight. Had I just drank Shakeology, I would have lost weight, but I would have loose skin. I wouldn't be toned. And right now, that's my struggle right now, is I've lost weight and now I need to tone. Now I need to lift heavy. It's not just, oh, I get to press 30 minutes a day. You want to take your journey to the next level always. And in all honesty, I have been stuck in a rut. I haven't been, think about it, I hit my 100-pound mark almost a year ago. And even though I've dropped 4 sizes since then, or I've lost an additional 25 inches since then, it's still hard. I still struggle. It's not easy. I truly rely on my challengers, my fellow coaches, and, I mean, my friends and family. You definitely want to keep people around you that will motivate you and support you through this entire journey, because it's not a quick fix. It's not something you do for 2 months and, oh, I'm going back to my old habits. No, it's a lifestyle. Don't look at it as a diet. Your food doesn't have to be boring. Clean eating is fun. You want chicken parm? Okay. Bake it. Don't fry it. Use organic, sugar-free marinara sauce. You can have the cheese and put it over a bed of zucchini noodles. It's like you just went out to a 5-star restaurant and had the most amazing meal. It's so easy if you put the time to invest, and it truly is an investment in you. If you want it, you have to put the work into it. You have to find 30 minutes out of your day to press play. I like to work out in the morning. For me, I rather peel myself out of bed, press play, and feel amazing the rest of the day. For me, it's too hard to go to work, then come home and press play. And I don't have any kids. I'm single. The only person's life that matters to me is mine. So I can only imagine how hard it is for you guys who have kids and husbands and all that fun stuff. So I just, mainly is, don't think you can't be selfish through your journey, because it is about you and you're doing it for your kids, your husband, your why. So if you haven't found your why yet, I would definitely start digging deep for it, because that's really what's going to motivate you and drive you through this. And Angela, I don't know if you want to open it up to questions. I don't know if you have any more topics you want to have me talk about, but I'm open for anything. Hello? Can she hear me? Well, then I'll just keep talking then.
I was trying to unmute myself and I wasn't doing it right.
That's okay.
But I think you pretty much answered everything that I had to ask you, and all I can say is I was like totally in agreement with everything you were saying, because the why is so important. That is what's going to keep you going time and time again. And I can so relate to what you said about loving yourself and having to do that and making that a priority. It's not selfish to love yourself. If it feels selfish, then be selfish, but it's not really selfish, because it starts with you. Everything that we do starts with you. You can't give what you do not have. If you want to help other people, you have to start with yourself. So I guess I could ask any of you guys if you have any questions. Anybody that's actually on the call, does anyone have any questions? Or no? I guess no one has questions. She did so great.
Yeah. Thank you. And one other thing, you have a question, Judy? Is that Judy? I see.
No.
Who's talking?
Oh, we're all together.
All right.
Oh.
There's a table of 3 of us here. Yeah, and I'm here with two friends who are just starting out. So, you know, do you have any advice for just starting out and maybe when you mess up, you know, and beating yourself up and
Yeah. My best advice would be don't beat yourself up because we're human. We make mistakes in life in every aspect of it. So if you have a falling out on your eating, just your next meal, make more cautious decisions. I wasn't perfect, you know what I mean? And I would say make friends in your challenge groups. Have somebody who, besides your coach, have somebody in the challenge group that can help keep you accountable. I had a few of them that we would talk every day about our struggles. Be open and honest, and that's one of the things with Beachbody is nobody's judging you. Mm-hmm. Nobody in any group that you're in is going to judge you if you're 150 pounds overweight or if you post a picture of something that's not so healthy. I'm open and honest in my challenge groups. If I cheat, I cheated. I had a bad weekend. I'm getting back into it. It's life. We go on vacation. We're not going to eat strawberries and apples while everybody else is. You know what I mean? But my best advice is remember why you're doing it, make friends, and be open and honest with yourself through the journey. If you cheat, talk to your coach about it. Have them help you weigh out how you can better structure your game plan. Mm-hmm. And if your big goal isn't working, do a weekly goal. Reward yourself. You know, do something. Make a jar where you put money in for every pound you lose or whatnot. There's so many ways to do it. I would just see what works best for you. I've tried them all.
That's a great motivator to put money in a jar for every pound you lose. I like that. Or even just like a pebble. Or
even a pebble and put something on the just to show. I mean, I had one friend do the pebble thing, and for each pound she put in there, and this jar got huge. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like seeing the weight you lost right in front of your eyes.
Yeah. I know Angela and I met in I can't remember what challenge group it was. Angela.
Oh, I'm not sure. Goodness, I've been in a lot of challenge groups.
But I just kind of clicked with you, and I think just by reconnecting and starting this group, it has really helped me to get going again. You know, where I was putting it off. So that's very true, to make friends and make connections.
It really is. I mean, I have my almost entire family, from my mom, my sisters, both my sisters have done it. I have aunts, I have uncles. It's like a family thing. And even my friends, all my friends have some sort of Beachbody program, product, whatever it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know too many people who don't have something Beachbody. And usually it's dusty and they haven't used it, or they never did, or they haven't in a long time. And that's what coaches are for, to help you actually use it.
There was one thing else I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I have it handwritten on my notes over here, is don't be scared to step out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. When Angela messaged me, she messaged me one night at like 11 something, and it's like, I'm not going to open this. I don't know if I can do this. And I'm actually so glad I did, because it is stepping out of my comfort zone. This is my first live call with people not on my team. Yeah. Not people that I don't work with every day. So I am completely honored that you asked me, and I just want you guys to know it is a big part. You know, I shared my story, and I used to be somebody who only posted my face on the picture on Facebook. And when I first shared my before and after picture, I was so scared. But I had crazy amount of messages of how inspiring it is and how amazing it was. And for you guys, you need to do that too. You never know who you're going to inspire. So your smallest milestone can be something amazing, eye-opening to somebody else. So share your story, share your why, because even through your journey, it's gonna take you so much further. I know people probably have heard my story 100 times on Facebook, but I don't care, because it helps me preceded my journey. It helps me conquer things that I was uncomfortable to conquer.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I so agree. It's hard to share, but you never know who it's going to help. Like, I would love to this call, but I'm not. But it's I'm a work in progress. I've had setbacks, and that's something I was going to say. I think someone was asking you. You were saying something about, don't worry about don't beat yourself up. And I think that's so true, because I think you just need to come into it expecting to make mistakes. That's part of it. It's so part of it.
Yeah.
But you have to be real and share this with people, because they honestly, I think they see all these workout posts and they think, oh, well, she can do it. She likes to work out, and, it's easy for her, which is so not true. I mean, I do like to work out, but I don't always like to work out. It's like a love-hate relationship.
And you kind of see me post about that a lot. It is. Do I enjoy getting up from my sleep to work out? No. But I do enjoy feeling amazing. I do enjoy feeling like I just did something so productive in 30 minutes that it doesn't matter what I do for the rest of the day. So it definitely, what you were saying.
Yes, we can definitely relate to we've talked many times, and that's why I had to. I was so excited that you agreed to do it, because I know it's nerve-wracking to get on a live call. For me, it's hard for me to do a live call with anybody. Put myself in front of the camera and just talk. I don't even like doing the videos when we have to do them and all that, but I had to do this because I don't know, I just felt it was important. And hearing you tell your story from where you were then, and then seeing you talk about it and where you are now, just in person, I mean, it always touched me. But I mean, I teared up a few times when you were talking, and it gives me hope, but it makes me also just feel so connected to you. I feel so proud of you, and just, it's so awesome.
Well, thank you. And I just, that is one of the biggest things for me is I want people to realize that they can do it. You know what I mean? It's not easy. It didn't happen overnight. It took me hitting rock bottom before I realized that I was worth it. So you just have to, you kind of, like I said, I know, like you said, it's not really selfish, but for me, doing things for somebody for so many years and putting myself on the side, the back burner, it did feel selfish for me, but I wouldn't change it for 1 second. I mean, like I said, it took me just this last visit to Texas, which was in July, to hang out with his family and some mutual friends of ours and be able to tell them that I'm happy and them to support me. You know what I mean? It truly has changed my life. Beachbody, you, our challengers, every coach, I mean, it's changed my life in way more than a physical change, for sure. It's taught me so much about myself and the struggles of other people. My struggle might not be your struggle, and your struggle might not be her struggle. And it's been a blessing to have Beachbody as a family, for sure.
Yes, I agree. Having like-minded people to surround yourself with, I think, is so important on this kind of journey. And like I said, it gave me the opportunity to connect with you and so many other coaches, Melanie, and Mary, who's on my team, Jade. So I absolutely love that we can take this and we can. It's exactly like what Beachbody stands for. I mean, they want to help people live better, healthier, longer, better quality lives. And so it starts with us. I mean, we build this community, and it really is like a family. So, I mean, I just love that we're that positive group that you can surround yourself with when you want to do something like this. Because, like you said, it is not easy. No. And it takes, knowing your why, surrounding yourself with the right people, staying focused, getting back on track, and expecting the unexpected, the mistakes, the slip-ups. It's all part of it. You just get right back up and never giving up.
100%. I mean, had I never had a slip up or a struggle through this, I would probably be at my goal weight. But over the course of time of going on vacation here and cheating, you go up. And then you come home and you have to work to lose what you just gained. So it's a roller coaster, you know what I mean? It's definitely a lifestyle.
Really
It's not anything. I don't see my life ever not being this way.
It's funny that you said, wanting to help people see they can do it, because that was the first thing I thought of when I saw your story. When I was scrolling through, I think somebody had posted something in one of the coach pages about, can we share some, transformation stories? And I saw your story and I was like, holy crap. Because it was just one of those days where I felt like, this is never going to happen for me. I'm never going to make it. I'm listening to the negative stuff in my head. And I mean, I think that's part of it. We have to get personal development. We have to get the negative out and put the positive in. And being surrounded by this group, you definitely end up doing that. So, I mean, it's just, when I saw that, that was the first thing I thought was, I can do this. You made me realize, as big of a goal as I had, it was, I could do it. She did it, and I can do it. And so I'm hoping someday that somebody will see mine, and I'll be at my goal weight, and they'll say, oh, well, I can do it because she did it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to say, well, call Stephanie. She's going to do your call for you. Don't call me. But I'm so glad and so honored that you agreed to do it. And I know it wasn't easy to share your story. It's always a thing to do. It's very emotional for people when they share their story. And so I was very, very excited when you said you would, because I know that I've had, so much inspiration just watching you every day. So, but I guess if you wanted, did anybody have any food questions for Stephanie? Did you have anything about anything that you like to eat that you'd like to know? Maybe if you how to eat it better. Have any questions like that?
I have one.
Otherwise, we have been on here for a while, I guess.
Hey, do you think it's okay to go down to a lower bracket if you're not losing weight?
How far off of numbers are you? From the next bracket? Is it close to the next bracket? Are you falling borderline?
No, probably not. No.
Okay, are you getting all your containers in?
Yeah, but I kind of went down to the lowest, and I should be the one above that.
I mean, it could be that you're not getting enough food, and that's why you're not working out. I mean, the bracket, it's something that when I first started, I was at, I think, the highest bracket, and I was like, this is way too much food. And I follow Autumn, sorry, and she says the calorie bracket is designed the way it is for you to see your results. Follow it, your bracket, eat every container you can. If you can't get in a container, don't get in one of your fruits, you know what I mean? But make sure you get your proteins in and your healthy fats and stuff like that. But if you've lost weight and you haven't changed your bracket, then you need to change your bracket. But I would try doing a full 21-day fix with your proper bracket, working out, and if you're having a hard time with the higher bracket getting your food in, I don't know if you drink Shakeology, but add a fruit, add a vegetable in your Shakeology. There's 3 containers, a red, a purple, and a green. Mm-hmm. So I would try giving it full solid 21 days. I mean, I felt like I was force-feeding myself at some points, but it worked.
Yeah. All right. Good advice. Thank you. Thanks for the call.
Thank you for having me.
Anybody else have any questions? I think I have a question. If I'm doing something with 21-day fix, should I go up a bracket?
I didn't hear.
I'm a coach, but I need to know that.
You broke up.
I'm doing.
You broke up. Say it again.
I'm doing Turbo Fire right now with 21 Day Fix, and I'm hoping to be able to stick with that and not have any pain and injuries. So would you recommend that you do, like with size, I was going to do size, and it has me in like I think it's the third bracket for that, and I'm normally like over here in the bigger brackets, and it feels like size maybe, I know it's a heck of a calorie burn, but I don't know if you're burning quite as many calories as you would like with 21 Day Fix. So I could see going down a bracket for if you were just doing size. But if you were doing size and 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix and Turbo Fire, would you want to maybe just keep it the same or go up one? Or
I think because you're working out you're doubling up, so you're burning more calories. Do you have the 21 Day Fix Extreme or the book?
Yeah, I have that.
It might be because, that extreme from original to extreme is pretty extreme. So the calories burning might balance out a little bit. I don't know how you fall with the extreme to the original, but I would definitely, for me, if it was me doubling up like you, I would increase my intake, but probably with like vegetables and protein. You kind of have to eat towards your goals. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me, it's like I still have weight to lose. Like I don't consider myself skinny, so I have fat that needs to be gone. So I'm still following the original 21 Day Fix, but I am going to be doing size with 21 Day Fix as soon as I get it on Thursday, and I will be increasing my calories or containers.
Right. That makes sense. I have another question from somebody. If you can't work out, what's a good alternative, like for like leg lifts, squats, arm weights, for somebody who can't sweat? They're like allergic to their sweat, like literally allergic to their sweat. I have a challenger who is, and she wants to know what can you do. I know it's important to sweat, but like what would you recommend that she does for that? Take it like low impact or?
I'm a sweater, and when I first started, I was following the modifier in every workout that I did, and I still was dripping in sweat. So I guess it kind of depends on how much she sweats, but maybe do water exercise, take it to the pool, or do as much as she can. I would say PIO, but I did PIO and I dripped. You know what I mean? There's not one workout that I feel that I didn't sweat. I feel like they're all going to push you to your max. I would just say for her to push herself until she can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, with size, I know you sweat like crazy.
Yeah, you won't see any videos of me sizing it up.
Have you done size? Size is crazy sweat. Like buckets of sweat. It's like,
yeah,
I'm drenched. I look like I got out of the shower when I'm done. Only it's definitely not shower. I need one. I'm gonna check on the event page and see if we have any questions there that I missed there, if I can find it. Let's see. I'm so glad you typed who's on, because I didn't think to type that. I was too busy going, why can't I see them? I don't see any questions unless I'm missing them.
I'm logging in right now.
I apologize if we missed the question.
Any ones that were posted previously, I answered.
Yeah, I don't see any in there, and I think you've been watching it better than I have, it sounds like. But I was so obsessed about getting the call right, and then it messed up for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, okay, my daughter had to literally educate me on how to set this up. So I had to learn from a 15-year-old how to do it. Because she does live stream all the time. Like, she live streams with her friends. So they're in like different parts of the country. So yeah, she really knows all about that. Now, I knew how to do Zoom, but Zoom cuts off too soon. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the paid Zoom because I mean I can't wait to watch the YouTube and see how this actually looked on YouTube because
Yeah.
my screen, like I can't see Judy. I don't think I see Judy on here.
We're all three
Um,
together.
Can you see us?
Oh,
I'm logged
hi.
in. I'm logged in under Judy's.
I've
So
seen them from
are
the
we?
beginning.
So how many Princess Warriors are on this call? How many of the Warriors are here?
3 on here, on this one.
3 at your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What Shakeology did you guys have? Which flavor?
We did,
Chocolate.
but
Oh.
I have a pack of
What
everything.
What did you put in it?
Banana.
Oh yeah, that's good. You didn't share with me. I was.
Here, Angela, watch. She'd be proud.
Oh, thank you. I am so excited that you guys are all there. That's so cool. We have been having a blast in our challenge group. I've got lots of ideas. I guess I'll probably make a video about that and post that in the group for you guys because I've got, unless you guys want to have another call, but I've got a lot of ideas to share with you guys about some things that I was thinking about doing with our challenge, like a word of the day. Like, each word means you have to drink water every time you hear it. Kind of like the drinking game meets Sesame Street. It's like, but seriously, like if you hear the word, I don't know, some random word, like say you hear the word, I don't know, think of a word that's random. Okay. So if you hear that word, and then you have to go drink water, or if you hear, the word, whatever words you hear, you have to go do 5, whatever, or 10 squats, or 20 squats, or hold a 30-second plank, something.
I like it.
We really want to get scary. We can say, go do burpees.
Oh yeah.
That's something I never thought I could do. Anybody have a problem with burpees other than me?
Yeah.
I totally did. I still kind of do, but I couldn't even do a burpee in the beginning. But now I can do a burpee. So there's a slow burpee still, but I can do a fast burpee. But I cannot. Who is anybody else? I know, Stephanie. Have you done Insanity Max 30? You have, right?
I haven't completed it because I always go back to the 21-day fix, but I absolutely love it. I did it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I could seriously see definition in my arms. And I mean, I loved it. And I'm not a cardio lover, so I liked it.
I loved it.
Sean
Yeah, Sean T is so awesome. I love him. He has you do the suicide burpees, where you do burpee and then turn around and do burpee on the other side. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm just now learning how to do 1 burpee. You want me to do 2 right back to back? Like, boom, boom. I was just like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I was kind of a little afraid of doing it, but I did it. And so I think it's doable I love that they have the modifiers. So it's, Beachbody always thinks about stuff in it. And there is no shame in following the modifier at all.
I did it. I mean, I still do. I still use cat in some of the moves in the 21-day fitness.
Right.
Yeah, there's still one I can't get.
I think my hardest one is the surrenders. The very first one, right off the bat, boom, surrenders.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough, but like she said, she put it there so we use, our energy for the hardest one. What's up, buddy? Sorry. Did you already brush your teeth? Yeah. Okay. 60 what time was it? Okay, you have 60 minutes. Babysitting.
Oh.
Okay.
And he's probably saying, I'm not a baby.
No, he's 10. He's far
But
from a
yes,
baby, but
I just think I'm not a
so,
baby. Yeah, they're always baby steps.
yes.
I forgot what I was going to say now. I was going to ask you about something in particular. Must not be important. I can't remember. My brain just went. Somebody messaged me and I totally forgot. I have really enjoyed talking, and I guess that means since I can't think of what I was going to say, that means I've been on here too long.
Well,
Well,
we
and definitely,
appreciate you, Angela. Thanks for setting this up, Angela, and thank you, Stephanie.
thank you
great.
guys for having me.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully we'll be in a challenge together eventually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. We need to do a challenge group. Are you good on the 28th? Would that be good for
I'm
you?
good on the 28th. I will be doing size, but I will definitely be posting in it, and I'm going to try to get some of my challengers to get some of them have summertime, see if they're ready to regroup, refocus, and I'm definitely interested and definitely
All right,
ready
well, I'll
for
get with
September
you on
28th.
that, and we'll see what to name it, and basically going to do like anybody can do anything.
Which ones are vegan? Okay.
I mean, that's how I started. It was finish what you started. You know what I mean? Take a program that you bought and never finished. Recommit, and that's what started my Beachbody journey.
Right. All right, so let's do that. Well, anybody who wants information on our 28th challenge group, let Melanie or Mary or any other coaches whatever coach sent you here. Ask them for information on that challenge group, and we'll be sure to get you in there when we start it on the 28th, because that's when I'm doing another round, and I want to do some size too. I'm thinking this round I'm going to do 21-day fix with Turbo Fire, and then maybe the next one after that I'll do size and try it that way.
I mean,
A lot
I'm
of
definitely
high
not a
impact.
dancer.
Huh?
I'm not a dancer, so I'm interested to see this whole size thing. But
No, I can't wait to see. I can't post the videos yet. I videoed myself with one, and
you
I'm
won't
just
ever
like,
see a video of me on Facebook doing
right.
size.
I'm just like, no. I was like, well, everybody's posted their videos, so I made a video, and I'm like, no, nobody's ever seen that. Ever.
I did the
Yeah.
same thing.
That's way too far out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, not ready for that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I look forward to doing that though. We will have fun. I'm sure we'll come up with some fun things to do in there, and of course, just getting to do that with you would be great. I'm too excited.
So this is good.
I'm excited too, and thank you. I'm gonna go tuck my nephew in, and
Okay.
thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you so much. Bye.
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 Oops. How do you get out of here, man?
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Hi, I see you. Bye, Mary.